Hi there, beautiful souls watching. Welcome and thank you. I'm Gabrielle, retired medium in Germany, and I like to share some of my otherworldly experiences and insights. So happy Easter to all of you, and it's Elohim time. We are the Elohim, the breath of God, the form-giving forces, in service to the one infinite creator source, in service to all. So, dear ones, it is time now that we speak to you a little bit, not too overwhelming, about your true origin and some of your true human history. If you imagine a circle, any sacred geometry, figure, there is always a center, the middle point. The center of your human form and being is, of course, your heart center. And this concept of center, a middle, is in all of creation. You might know about the central sun, which is the center of the cosmos. And although you experience chaos on your world, there is no chaos in the center of all, which is Source, the one infinite creator, like you called it God, but that word and name was abused so often that we don't like to use it. We speak of Source, where everything comes from, wherein everything dwells, and it is a mother-father principle, because to create you need both poles. You need the masculine and the feminine. Only a masculine rabbit for itself cannot procreate. That can tell you everything you need to know. So in the center, in the highest realms of high vibratory light, the essence of Source, love and light, there is no chaos. There is divine order. And there are beings, the angelics of the highest order, governing the whole universe and the galaxies, also your Milky Way galaxy. And you might have heard of the order of Melchizedek, which is not just one person, the one Melchizedek. It is an order, a consciousness united with all the same wish to fulfill Source's plan. And you might also have heard about the luciferian rebellion, because angels have a free will too. So some, in your language terms, rebelled against the divine order of Source and wanted to go their own ways. You call them the fallen ones. And they moved through the universes and infested several planets and brought them to fall from divine order as well. So these 36 fallen planets infested by the fallen ones who were only able to create a bad copy of divine order from the center. They created as a metaphor, but you can take that very literally because you experience that there is cancer in the world and in the body of humans. And that shows you exactly what happened, because usually cells do what their surrounding cells do. That is their mission, to become a liver cell, or a heart cell, or a kidney cell. And the cancer cell is the one, like a soaring ego mind, flying high, deciding, I do what I want. I create my own order, and by that it starts to split uncontrollably, and creates this dis-ease, the unbalance, the falling out of harmony and balance between Mother, Father, Principle, Source itself within a body. That is allowed by Source because Source is all about free will. It does not want blind worshippers. It wants souls coming to their own decision and choice that they want to be part of the greater light, that all of you are in your higher selves and your soul a full fractal of. And who does not understand what the word fractal means? It is a small copy that contains all of the original. So within your soul there is the divine spark. You are a full divine fractal. You have all the potential of Source itself. But of course you have to develop these potentials. And the angelics governing the cosmos and the universes and galaxies and following Source's wish. They are about to free your planet and bring it back into harmonic resonance, balance, and cooperation, bringing the planet and humanity back into the order of the light, governed by the Melchizedeks. So it is about divine order, which is not an obligation or a force, but your free will decision. How do you want to live? How do you want to be? And where do you want to go? Do you want to go with the light, or do you want to go with the dark? That is why your entering into fourth dimension means more polarization, because everyone has to choose freely. Most souls already chose before incarnating in this school earth, where souls go, and only the strongest, toughest master souls, coming also from other planetary schools where they learned how to master special potentials and gifts, incarnate on your planet Earth. And enough of you called out from their hearts, so that now divine intervention is possible. And as the angelics have no hands to turn stones on your material 3D level world, we cooperate with the positive, what you call ETs, and there are also, as your universe is created in duality, to bring you to the choice point. Do you want to go left or right, to the light or to the dark? This polarization, the contrast, is necessary for you to get to exercise your free will choice. Enough of good people, hearts and souls, called out from their hearts. So now divine intervention is underway, and know the best information, most true and nearest to what is inexpressible in your 3D language terms as truth, the divine truth. Most of you called for coming home and ending the horror you are experiencing as persons, as humans in your world. So know that some of the angelic ETs from planet Venus that has ended its cycle and is now one rung above where you are right now. They already chose. They became a body, mind, spirit complex and a united consciousness in all their diversity, not suppressing anything, but just uniting on what all of them want. They sent years ago valiant Thor. There is a book about this called Stranger at the Pentagon. And valiant Thor brought the plan how to get rid of the deep state and the shadowy rule over your fallen planet by the lower races that came in, especially the Orion Grey and the Draco Reptilian, who are only about control and conquer, and their agenda has always been divide and conquer. As long as you are divided and polarized and on each other's throat, you're not on their throat. And their agenda has always been infiltration, because they cannot show up on a planet that would violate the prime directive, which is true and not only mentioned in your Star Trek movies, it is the first law of Source itself. So to slyly go around that, they infiltrate. They don't show up. They use proxies and they fight their proxy wars on fallen worlds to conquer via infiltration. But there are enough positive, good hearts, good-hearted people and souls that want to go with the light and come back home again. So your call is answered. The plan brought by valiant Thor, working together with what some of you know about and call the Alliance, which is your positive military, is underway. And you should also know that you are just watching a dog and pony show on your world via your television and mainstream media, because behind this dog and pony show they show to you, still in power, the Russians, the Chinese, and the Americans are already working together in the secret space programs that are no longer so secret, and more revelations will come out to show you the truth of the bigger picture, so that you can make your free will choice where you want to go. So you can really relax, not like the also infiltrated New Age movement tries to bring you into this kind of everything will be fine and kumbaya. This is not the case. You have to take position sooner or later, and it will be sooner. Already a lot of stuff is coming out. The sleeping prophet Edgar Cayce told you 80 years ago that there are underground installations, chambers, rooms, the halls of records from the Atlantean age. And now you found it. Now your science has grown so much that you develop devices by which you can see underground. And he is proven right now. And there are more than just this one hall of records from the Atlantean time on your planet. And there are Arks buried in special places as well, because if the Earth at the end of a great cycle, where you are right now, is going through cataclysmic Earth changes, some humans ready for that had to be, we don't like to use the word rescued because that makes you kind of the victim of rescue. It was their decision, they were ready, and they felt the impulse, and deep inside of their soul knowledge they knew where to go and where to unite. So they found the Arks and entered them, and they were taken from Earth to come back again and repopulate after the earth changes had taken place. They were not, like you are told in the Bible, wooden boats that Noah built. They were space arks from your space family, your galactic family, the positive angelics that always watch over you and care for you. And we hear you and we see you. We know what and who you are and where you are at. This time, there is no cataclysmic earth change necessary, because enough of you called out from their hearts. And that is why we speak today through this one here to you, to assure you that you will make the quantum leap into higher consciousness. And even if you cannot imagine that now, because you cannot extrapolate from the consciousness you have today, and imagine how this unity consciousness will be, because you have no idea and you are using the wrong tool. It is a higher consciousness that you cannot imagine yet. And this has happened many times, not only on your planet, because that is how soul growth is working and is intended by Source itself. It happened on many planets, again and again and again, and through all the epochs that your planet went through, with the different civilizations coming up. First the Polarians, when the earth was still in her cooling process, and you were not physical at that point. Then the Hyperborean race, you still were like ghosts and had no body, so the Elohim had, as the form-giving forces, to create a form, a body, for your divine spirits and souls to inhabit and have experiences. And after that came the Lemurian, being still in unity consciousness. But in the Atlantean period, the invasion, the infiltration happened, and soaring egos went rogue, doing whatever they liked, no longer according with a divine plan, and even deceived by the lower races coming in, seeing their advantage to overtake societies, civilizations, and the whole planet. And as the cycles repeat, you are now exactly at the same point where the Atlanteans have been, and not all of them choose the, so to speak, wrong way. Enough of them knew beforehand what would happen, that through the melting of the ice during the period of the Younger Dryas event, how you like to call it, the flooding of Atlantis, an undergoing of this civilization, that was not only this one main island in the Atlantic Ocean, it was a worldwide civilization. And when civilizations reach a certain point in their development and evolution, they all start to build pyramids. because they understand about energy and they learn to harness the energy of their planet, of the earth, by building pyramids with underground installations that harness Earth's energy in a peaceful manner. You were never meant to use nuclear weapons. That's why a lot of UFO or UAP, how you renamed that, appear above military installations, and they shut off your nuclear weapons to give a clear message. Do not work with that. Do not use that, because it is only catastrophic. And still some of your brightest minds only using their left brain, the male rational, and denying the other half of the brain, the holistic, intuitive female. They think and wonder and ponder what that means, and suddenly it's a threat. No, it is not a threat. It is your galactic family showing you that this is the wrong way, using the wrong energy for the wrong purposes. So we will leave it there. There is divine order coming from the center, from Source itself, via the agents, the Melchizedeks and the angelics, following the positive path, and that was brought back to earth via the Venusians, the Ashtar Command and Valiant Thor, bringing this plan to your positive military, the Alliance Group, working with galactic federations, and as your alien overlords are removed now by the galactic angelics, you have to deal yourself with their minions still following dark ways. We cannot do that for you, because that would be the wrong way. Then we would be the rescuers and you would again fall into victimhood. You have to do it yourself. Like you have to clean yourself, your dirty trouser, if you got dirt onto it. So this is where you are right now, and this is our happy Easter message. Everything is going according to plan. Stay in peace. Go within. There is all you need. There is the connection through your heart to your higher self to melt into and become more of your divine soul and embody more of that, what Source always wanted for you, being love and light, and calling you as the children of love and light back home. So relax, breathe deep, and just watch the dog and pony show, knowing that it is not real. And whatever dirty tricks the usurpators and their human minions will pull out of their sleeve, like maybe a fake alien invasion using blue beam technology to project into your sky not only 1 or 10 or 50 of their rebuilt anti-gravity crafts from UFO or UAP crash retrievals. They can project more of that into the sky via their blue beam technology and make you think it's thousands. But it is not. Don't fall for that. Even this one entity called Werner von Braun confessed on his deathbed to his secretary that this is the last card of the deep state. Maybe they won't use it, or maybe they will, but we are prepared. All the angelics are with you, and we worked long on this plan through all our helping hands in the physical galactics that can move things around and use their physical hands and their technology to help you and to support you in your own free choice to become free again and to choose for the light if you want that. But there is also free will to choose the contrary. It is up to you. We wait for you, and we already prepare the welcoming feast we will have together with you and your galactic family, because we can see from beyond time and space that you already made it, that the decision from enough hearts and souls calling out for the real light are already made, and you are just watching it unfold in your still bound to time and space dimension, where you experience one step after the other. And you know, you cannot do the third step before the second. Everything is underway and going according to plan. Stay in the quiet place within your heart. Trust that your own divine soul has chosen the best and highest possibility for you. We are with you, we love you, and we have never let you down. It was you yourself, deceived and lied to, who created what you consciously never wanted. So now is the time to reunite and come back to the one infinite creator, source, light and love within your own heart. Thank you for watching. Beautiful souls, let your lights shine again, brighter and stronger than ever before, because now that you have gone through all these challenges, you are stronger. You are becoming a master because you learned to master yourself and the energies, and you choose which way to go. Blessings, love and light to you on your soul path, dear children of the light. We welcome you back into our non-physical arms.